This is our model RL-1, and it has the gap guide, and I'm going to show you just a little bit about the gap guide. The gap guide goes over the axle of the front roller over here, and then this wing nut tightens up and holds it in place rather tightly. But when you get it set where you want it, which I already have this one set, this C-clamp comes in here and makes that permanent so it can't go anywhere. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is demonstrate two things: how the gap guide works and how to stay off the seams that are more than likely on your bottles. Some don't have seams, but most bottles do. So this gap guide, the bottle goes into the machine. The seam is right here. You can't see it, but I'm going to put from the gap guide, I'm going to put it about 3/4 of an inch up this way. That'll make sure that the label I'm going to apply does not cross over the seams. You don't want labels to cross over seams because you can see that. Anyway, so the front label is applied by doing a small pull on the paper that's coming out the front of the machine. The label flags out and gets adhered to the bottle, and then you just simply roll the container and the label applies. When you come to the end of the label, the machine stops automatically. It stops abruptly. So then what you do with the gap guide is you bring the gap guide up to the pre-designated location in regards to the already applied front label, which you can plainly see, and that gives you a visual indicator on the bottle as to where to start, position the bottle to start the back label. So this is lined up right here with the gap guide. So I pull on the paper while I roll at the same time, and I apply the back label. And what that does is keep you off the seams. The seam is running right up the middle here. The seam is running right up the middle here, and it gives you that nice even gap that you want on both sides. It's very easy to do. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's very easy. So once again, I locate the seams, which is right here. I put it in the machine about 3/4 of an inch away from the gap guide. I pull the label, the front label applies. I advance the bottle in the cradle area here to the gap guide. So you can see the gap guide is on the leading edge of this already applied front label, and I pull and I apply the back label. Once again, your seam's running right up the middle, and you've got that nice gap that you want, even on both sides. So you can see the labels are off the seams, and your gap is perfect on both sides.